This moment is all there is. The future and the past only exist in the present. If we live in recollection and anticipation, we have a much less clear picture of the present. And surfing is an absolutely spontaneous endeavor. Every wave is, well, like a snowflake. It's unique. It's always a little bit different from any other. I spent a lot of mornings looking at a fresh snow-covered mountainside, or maybe nice waves peeling through an empty lineup, feeling I was in the presence of something holy. And a difference I've observed in riding the mountains, as opposed to riding waves, is that the mountains hold still for the ride. In surfing, it happens on a landscape, or maybe I should say a seascape, that's completely in motion. Everything's moving out in the surf. And that's why surfing and skiing are such good metaphors for life. Life doesn't hold still for us. If we don't move with it, life is just going to pass us right by.
Being in the mountains, that's when I feel the most inspired. I just want to stay true to what inspires me and what gives me joy in life. You have to look outside of your everyday to stay inspired. Skiing and boarding and surfing, it's all fun to me.
through the day and past the night. Rolling fast down I-45. Get ahead, going 109. Rolling fast down I-45. Bending time, feeling fine. Entrance song. Entrance song. Rolling fast down 75. Empty road, moonlit sky. Rolling fast down 75. Cutting through like a knife. Rolling fast down I-35. Polarizing to the light. Rolling fast down I-35. Interstellar hyperdrive. Entrance song. Entrance song.
That's not better.
The next commercial cargo mission to the space station, celebrating the first year of perseverance on Mars, and the first science images from a recently launched mission. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA. Our commercial partner Northrop Grumman's Cygnus cargo spacecraft is loaded with more than 8,300 pounds of research, crew supplies, and hardware for the crew aboard the International Space Station. The Cygnus, named in honor of late astronaut Piers Sellers, is targeted for launch on February 19th from our Wallops Flight Facility atop the company's Antares rocket. This is Northrop Grumman's 17th resupply mission to the space station for NASA.
And liftoff.
A Russian Progress spacecraft launched to the International Space Station from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan on February 14th at 11:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, loaded with almost 3 tons of food, fuel, and supplies. After 34 orbits of Earth, the uncrewed Progress arrived at the orbital outpost on February 17th and linked up to the Poisk docking compartment on the Russian segment of the station. February 18th marked the 1-year anniversary of our Perseverance rover's landing on Mars. Since then, the rover has racked up several firsts. It has collected Martian rock core samples that may one day become the first from another planet to be returned to Earth on a future mission. The rover also has served as a base station for the first helicopter on Mars, tested the first prototype oxygen generator on the Red Planet, and recently broken a record for the most distance driven by a Mars rover in a single day. The Mars 2020 Perseverance mission is part of NASA's Moon to Mars exploration approach, which includes Artemis missions to the Moon to help prepare for human exploration of the Red Planet. The magenta color in this image of supernova Cassiopeia A represents some of the first X-ray data captured by NASA's Imaging X-ray Polarimetry Explorer, or IXPE, since completing its month-long commissioning phase. The magenta color corresponds to the intensity of X-ray light observed by IXPE and is overlaid with high-energy X-ray data shown in blue from NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory. All instruments are functioning well aboard IXPE, which launched in December 2021 on a quest to study some of the most mysterious and extreme objects in the universe. According to a new report by an interagency sea level rise task force that includes NASA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and other federal agencies, coastal flooding will increase significantly by 2050 due to a projected rise in sea level in the next 30 years that could equal the total sea level rise seen over the past 100 years. The report, used by government agencies to help inform their plans to deal with the effects of sea level rise, concludes that sea levels along U.S. coastlines will rise between 10 to 12 inches on average above today's levels by 2050. For more about sea level and climate change, check out sealevel.nasa.gov. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/20.
Wants to take you down, smash you, and break your will. Daniel Cormier, the two-time Olympian. One of the greatest of all time.
Y'all ready? Are you ready for this? Breathe down with it. Just a little bit. Save that energy. Could you please do the booger check? Because I got it. Ready?
Let's go!
My goal when I came into martial arts was to be the best in the world, to be at the forefront of the battle. When you're the heavyweight champ, you're the baddest man on the planet.
I will be the greatest of all time. I'm a world champ.
And Stipe and I fought for that 3 times, over 3 years.
I love this shit. Ain't nothing changing, and still.
The first time, and honestly, that was probably the last time I felt great physically.
Daniel Cormier trying to leave here with a piece of unprecedented UFC history. And at long last, the action begins right now.
I felt like I was so much faster than Stipe. I figured we would strike early, and then late, I would start to really wear on him with my takedowns. But we never got there.
Oh, he hurt him! History! UFC history!
The reality is I picked up on something. He would drop his hands when he would break from the clinch. I was able to land the right hand that put him out. It was perfect.
I'm a 2-division champion, baby!
That was the night that I truly felt like all the second places didn't matter. I was the pretty girl at the prom. It was the best. It was my crowning achievement. I sat on top of that cage with 2 belts. It was like, I never felt so happy. And to know that my mom and dad were out there, it's the greatest moment athletically in my life.
Gentlemen, we know the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna keep this clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
Going into the second fight, we get in there in Anaheim, I literally beat the shit out of him for 15 minutes.
Ooh, big right hand by Daniel.
Stipe's a tough guy. Stipe's a champion. And he made adjustments on the fly. He started digging to the body.
Nice left to the body.
So some tactical changes here for Miocic.
Oh, again. He is digging.
Those punches to the body to an already tired guy just really does zap the gas tank. And then my hand started to drop.
He knows he's
Those are...
Oh, now right hand up top. He's in trouble. RDC in the world trouble. He is down. That's it.
The reality is, and I've never told anybody this, but like, I was hurt, but I was so fatigued. I don't know what I would have done if I would have survived that round. I was just exhausted. I wasn't at my best. I really was not at my best. Like, every loss kills me, especially knowing that I had it. Up 3-0, if you can get to the final bell, you win the fight, you keep your belt, you can retire as the champion of the world. Cinderella ending, fairy tale. Every time I lost, though, left social media, pulled the curtains back, and just sulked and cried and tried to make sure that I did whatever it took to not happen again. Honestly, for a long time, I said, by 40, I'll be done. But then I lost to Stipe at 40, so I was like, well, gotta do the trilogy. The hard work came from my dad. I watched him work and work and work. All the while, my mom was cleaning houses. I watched them break their backs and never unhappy. So why can I, for the amount of money that you're paying me to do this, not show the same type of discipline?
No rap.
Get a call right after COVID starts, which is crazy, right? They're like, what do you think of August?
Chop up with that hook when he goes back
It was
down.
like, whatever day in August you guys want us to fight, I'll fight the guy. Let's go and finish this thing out.
There you go.
The night before the last fight, that's when I really took note that it's kind of coming to an end in the worst possible time. Because for as much as the people were there that I love, my kids weren't. My wife wasn't. My mom wasn't. My dad wasn't. There was just a lot of change around me, and I didn't like it. It was so odd because the Apex was completely empty. But get in there, and I'm thinking to myself, one more time, let's just do it. I felt prepared. I felt much better going into that third fight than I did in fight number 2.
A lot of mutual competitive respect there. Act 3 is upon us.
The fight starts pretty good. I win round 1 across the board.
And the takedown.
There's the high crotch that DC had tremendous success with.
Second round starts. I'm winning round 2 even better than I won round 1. And as the round's ending, I hit him with a good combination. I tried to escape, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not getting away. And he's just throwing right hand after right hand after right hand, and he drops me.
Cormier goes down, win the round.
So hard.
And I was hurt bad. Round 3, I get poked in the eye really bad.
Yep, no doubt.
Oh! And then I fought a beautiful round 4, won the round. Round 5, he went back to clinching me a lot.
Potentially some valuable clinch control time here for Miocic. And that is it. Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier go the full 25-minute distance.
He won that fight. Like, there is no controversy. There's no confusion. Stipe won that fight.
That'll be it for me. You know, I've had a long run. It's been great. I mean, I just fought my last fight for a heavyweight championship, and it was a pretty good fight. So
it was a great fight. You've been a great champion, and you will without a doubt go down in history as one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time.
It was huge because you had 2 great fighters fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. It doesn't matter what people do and say. It is the most prestigious award in all of fighting, and it's gonna stand the test of time. You know, one of the things that I always say, like, legends, we come and we go, but your legacy, it always stays. That never gets erased.
UFC history!
I'm very proud that a little boy from Louisiana did all the things that he did, because that was never supposed to be for someone like me. Everybody plays baseball, basketball, or football, and I became the king of the world.
Porsche is a brand that has started with a big dream by Ferry Porsche. And enabling others to dream is the legacy that Ferry Porsche has entrusted us with. The Dreamers On project was launched to support and realize the dreams of the next generation of artists in Korea. Everyone has a dream, and it's very exciting to see these dreams come true. Dreamers On is a call to action for all dreamers to start to follow their dreams.
한국의 젊은 아티스트들을 모집했습니다. 우리는 한국 미술계의 저명한 아티스트 그리고 전문가와 함께 신진 아티스트들을 발굴하기 위해 드리머즈 온 공모전을 진행했습니다. 또 비대면 멘토링을 통해서 꿈에 대한 작품을 함께 만들어 나갔습니다.
꿈은 저를 용감하게 만들어요.
꿈은 제가 가는 길의 원동력.
꿈 없이는 세상을 바꿀 수 없잖아요.
Similar to art, dreams can be inspirational and challenging. With the Dreamers On project, we want to send a small signal to those who follow their dreams and show that it is worthwhile to pursue your dream.
It is such a big chance and such an exciting opportunity to show our piece worldwide. It is a kind of thrilling moment watching our pieces through the huge iconic screen in the public spaces.
I thought was a beautiful combination of the Porsche brand, but also a level of Korean culture wrapped up in a beautiful piece.
Dreams can come true as long as we don't stop. Just like Ferry Porsches.
The Kalahari's got its own draw. It's vast and it's forever. You've just got to get into those sand dunes on your own, and there you're going to find a lot of solitude. It can seem like a place of massive emptiness, but you suddenly find 5, 6 different animal tracks right there. There's this huge amount of life, and when I'm on a filming project, I really like to try and live like the animals do so that I can experience the hardships that they're going through. I want to see wildlife in a totally different context, and that's really, I suppose, what draws me to the Kalahari. It's the vastness and the openness. I really enjoy being able to see these massive distances. Those are great images and things that stick with you.
March 3rd, 1991. In Los Angeles, a scene caught on amateur video sparks an outcry in the United States. Police officers severely beat black motorist Rodney King after he's stopped for speeding. The following year, the 4 white officers charged in the beating are acquitted of almost all state charges. That triggers the L.A. riots, which kill 55 people and cause $1 billion in property damage. 1847. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, is born in Edinburgh, Scotland. 1931. Oh, Say Can You See? The Star-Spangled Banner officially becomes the national anthem of the United States. 1923, Henry Luce and Britton Haddon begin publishing Time, America's first major weekly news magazine. And 2005, Steve Fossett becomes the first person to fly around the world alone without stopping or refueling.
It's a tremendous sensation to be covering that much distance, and that was the truly enjoyable part of the flight.
The millionaire adventurer touches down in central Kansas after a 67-hour journey spanning 23,000 miles. Today in History, March 3rd. David Melendi, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,